How would you feel about at least one presidential primary debate being replaced with a history/civics themed contest of Jeopardy between the candidates? People who are saying it wouldn't have much value may have a point, but it wouldn't be any more useless than the bullshit they do now. Edit. If you can find it, look up the very first TV debate between Richard Nixon and JFK. They discussed substantive positions and laid out clear policy differences in a respectful, somber manner. Now it's all just angling for one-liner sound bites that they hope will get airplay in the next news cycle. Personally, I would prefer a debate in which the candidates are given a subject, 3 to 5 minutes to go over their plan, and use facts, data, charts, and other tools to prove their point. I am sick of this unsubstantiated bullshit that is presented and not backed up. This has been my view for over 20 years. I'm 40. Maybe I am crazy. I am just sick of this 30 to 60 seconds of arguing with no support. To answer your question, I would watch the shit out of your proposal as well. No, just because I can't stand the thought of. Bernie thinks the capital of Alaska is Anchorage. Trump doesn't know the year Montana was founded. Warren doesn't even know where Guam is. This sort of reminds me of when we, Finland, were having a presidential election where the two final candidates appeared on a comedy quiz show about current events. Our version of Have I Got News for You? The candidate who was much more funny in the show won the election, and the other candidates' people would complain that voters seemed to have been sold on basically impromptu humor and a good performance in TV, as if that sort of thing didn't already swing elections whether they're on a comedy show or not. The suggestion in this thread is at least about something more important than just the week's news, so why not do it? Sounds really biased toward people who know things. I like it. Probably more useful in the general though. I choose business ethics. Our political system is already a joke, so have Will Ferrell host as Alex Trebek and him in. I would like candidates to pass a basic civics test, and affirm some basic facts. People who cannot accept well-established facts should not be qualified. How would you feel if we make a subreddit for this kind of questions? I thought how would you feel? Questions were banned from this sub. That actually sounds phenomenal. Redditors feeling extremely smart for thinking this is a good idea. How about a debate where the participants are legitimately challenged on their positions and inadequacies on a variety of topics, with follow-up questions from the moderator that call out bullshit, and most importantly, equal time. Mr. Biden, do you have any regrets about the numerous crime bills you sponsored in the Senate that have shown a dramatically negative effect on our nation's poorest and most marginalized groups? How can you assure voters you won't champion similar efforts as president? Mr. Buttigieg, you have zero experience in foreign policy or international diplomacy. How do you think other countries, allies, and adversaries alike, might try to take advantage of that? Instead we get Mr. Sanders. Why is capitalism bad? 5-minute stump speech. Mr. Biden. Why is that wrong? 5-minute corn pot speech. Mr. Yang. We're going to break. You son of a bitch. I'm in. It wouldn't prove who knows something, just who can buzz in faster. Ken Jennings said the key to winning was to ring in then try to dredge his mind for the answer in the few seconds he had to answer. Theoretically a written test would be better, but the whole thing would be rigged and one or more of the candidates would be fed the questions in advance, thus defeating the purpose of the exercise. /r/Selkirk. This question format is annoying and should be banned. What are, how would you feel, questions? That's right. Yes, but it would be even better in the general election. Subscribe, like and comment if you hate outros, begging you to subscribe, like and comment.